All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Auburndale, Wisconsin. It is basketball night here tonight. It is Merriwood South basketball here tonight. Jason Zaleski here. Dan Ross, happy birthday, Dan Ross.
Thank you.
On the call along with us here tonight. Trevor Zaleski on the ones and twos, and then the quality control manager, Rachel, off camera to the left. She's going to make sure we stay on the straight and narrow here tonight.
She better.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Merriwood South basketball here tonight. The Auburndale Eagles at home. The Edgar Wildcats are the road team. Edgar comes in 5-6 overall, 3-3 in Merriwood play. Auburndale, Dan, is 10-1 and 6-1 in the Merriwood here in this one. We've got comments from Coach Dave Huss coming up here in just a bit. But first, Dan, thoughts on tonight's matchup?
Yeah, Auburndale coming in 9 straight wins, really rolling. We were here, obviously, for their holiday tournament. They played really well. Pushed a little bit, which is probably what you'd want in a Christmas tournament.
Yeah, from WIAA.
Yep, WIAA pushed them, yeah. WIAA played really well, a little bit better than what they've played to the season to that point. But in all honesty, this is the last game of the first rotation through the Merriwood South.
Okay.
So the Merriwood South teams, everybody's playing someone. They will have played everybody. And we start again on Friday. Big game coming up here Friday night. Hopefully Auburndale is not looking past the Wildcats because the Wildcats are also a good team. They're not quite the upper echelon. But with Marathon coming into the gym Friday, and Marathon beat them last time, maybe this is a trap game.
Yeah, you and I had a talk a few weeks ago about the Merriwood South, and I had asked you, Edgar, Stratford, Assumption, who was going to break out of that pack. I'm not sure we know that answer yet.
I'm not sure. Stratford, Edgar, we talked a little bit earlier, feel like very similar teams. Assumption probably a step or two behind them at this point.
Yep.
But they're all good teams in the Merriwood South. There are no off games.
Had a chance to catch up with Coach Dave Huss from the Edgar Wildcats moments ago. Here's my chat with Dave. All right, Coach, another tough conference game tonight and a road conference game. How do you and the guys go about preparing for what's going to be a tough environment inside the gym tonight?
Yeah, no, I think, we talked a lot and we try to pride ourselves on our defense. So we talk about that being something that can always travel with us. Shooting can kind of come and go from game to game, but if we can give a consistent effort, especially on the defensive end of the floor, we've been competitive, we've been battling. We got to improve some things and improve some consistency and things like that. But I think whenever you go on the road, you first and foremost got to get in that mindset of, you got to be just a little bit more precise in everything that you do. You're kind of starting the game maybe down a couple points in a way. So you just got to be a little bit better than what you need to be maybe at home. But it starts with your defense and kind of let your offense build off of that.
Auburndale's got a lot of key spots filled. No matter the 5 on the floor, they're going to have a very competitive 5 that's out there. Is it a matter of your guys just stepping up, maybe playing a really good game tonight? Is that what it takes, or they got to be perfect all night?
Well, certainly Auburndale is a really nice team. I mean, they have some experience, they got size, they got shooting. I mean, they have a lot of things going for them, no doubt. I don't know if it's tough to say whether we got to play perfect, but we know we got to play well. I mean, whenever you go on the road, especially a place like Auburndale and they have a nice team, you're not going to be able to show up and not play well and get out of here with a win. So we know we're going to have to play well, take care of the ball, rebound, take great shots. Defensively, we're going to contest the 3-point line, stay in front of the ball. And, if we do those things, then, I think it'll be a fun, good, competitive high school basketball game.
Offensively, is this a game where you got to score 60, 70 points, or can you battle out in a low-scoring game tonight?
Well, it's we'll kind of see how the game plays out, but I think we can. It's going to be more of maybe a battle type of game. We've had kind of those types of games with Auburndale in recent history. They score. They're an efficient team. I wouldn't classify them as a real up and down team, but when they get offensive possessions, they're scoring at a pretty efficient rate, and they shoot it well. So we know we're going to have to shoot it well too, but I don't think it's going to turn into a barn burner. Merriwood basketball a lot of times doesn't play out that way.
With that being said, then low-scoring games, most times the difference is free throws.
Yes.
Being a teacher, what kind of grade do you give your team coming into this one in free throw shooting on the season?
We certainly got work to do at the free throw line. it's a hard thing because, you practice them and you kind of talk about them, but it's like, well, how do you, it's free throws. Like, I don't have any magic drills. I mean, it's more of a mentality, a mindset, confidence. I mean, just trying to get into a rhythm. So you try to practice them, but I never believe that it pays to dwell on it too much. I mean, guys know what they're shooting from the free throw line. So we have shot it well in games from the free throw line. There have been some games where we haven't. So just, again, kind of that consistency aspect. But, yeah, you're right. In close games where it comes down to just a couple possessions, free throws are always key.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Hey, I appreciate it, Jason.
All right, back here to Auburndale, and before we get things started, we're going to have a moment of silence on the floor for a longtime Auburndale resident and a fixture here at Auburndale High School, Vicki Anderson. We are in the Tim Anderson Gymnasium here tonight, and Tim and Vicki were married for 56 years. Victoria Anderson passed away on Sunday, January the 8th, born on the 4th of July, 1946, so a true American hero, Vicki Anderson. And again, we are here in the Tim Anderson Gymnasium, and we will now send down to our PA announcer for more information on Vicki Anderson.
Our Auburndale family lost a beloved member this past week. Vicki Anderson, the beloved wife of Hall of Fame coach Tim Anderson for 56 years, passed away. Mother and grandmother and beloved member of our community. She supported the boys basketball program and our community, and of course many of you Auburndale residents probably remember her driving you to school as she drove us in our district for 40 years. We are grateful for the life that she lived among us, and we share our grief together. We ask everyone at this time to please observe a moment of silence in honor and love for Vicki Anderson. Vicki Anderson, may she rest in peace. She will live forever in our hearts. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at this time, if you're able, we ask you to please stand. Please draw your attention to our country's flag as we honor our nation, especially those who serve us in our nation's military and our veterans who are present as we hear our national anthem.
All right, and basketball time encroaches upon us here, Dan Ross. The Edgar Wildcats, as we mentioned, 5-6 overall, 3-3 in Merriwood Conference play, come into this to tangle with the Auburndale Eagles, and we've seen a lot of Eagles basketball this year, and I know we've both been very impressed with Auburndale. They tripped up against Marathon early in the season. That was that one loss, week 1.5, something like that. 10-1 overall, 6-1 in the Merriwood. But for now, Dan, the Edgar Wildcats on the floor.
Yeah, a lot of football players turns out on the team.
That's right.
Starting 5, Leighton Schuett, 9 points a game, 4 rebounds. Number 5, Brett Baumgartner, 15 points a game, 8 rebounds. Number 11, the bruiser, Carter Butt, big-time running back, 4 points a game, 5 rebounds. Justin Davis, we saw his sister.
Jay Dizzle.
Jay Dizzle, 9 points a game. And Tegan Strait, 11 points a game, 3 assists. Number 23 for Edgar tonight.
As I mentioned, the Auburndale Eagles are 10-1 and are in first place in the Merriwood South. So we get the first place Auburndale Eagles tonight.
Yes, so a change to the starting lineup.
Yeah, one change for sure, right?
One change, yep. Number 3 doesn't usually start. Trayton Weber is playing. He's going to replace Alex Wolfert, who looks like he's on the bench tonight. Number 5, Lucas Yeski. Number 23, Evan Scholl. 24, Mason White Eagle. And number 35, Caden Weinfurter.
All right. Just about ready to be off and running here. Our officials giving thumbs up to each other. Our third team on the floor in stripes. An opening tip to the Wildcats. All right. Basketball time.
It is basketball. Early January, conference game.
Mentioned Carter Butt wears 11 in dark. I mean, his lower half. Whoa. And you see it on the football field. And I don't know how he's able to find shorts that can come over the tree trunks hanging off of his hips.
Edgar gets a good inside look, just didn't get it to fall first time down. Auburndale, an outside-oriented team. Obviously, they have Lucas Yeski that prowls the lane, but Auburndale been hot and cold at times this year, and if not shooting well, this game could be a lot closer than what Coach Weinfurter wants.
Yeah, Yeski's kind of the muscle, the bouncer, if you will. He takes a shot outside here.
A little bit short.
Comes Jay Dizzle flying down the floor. You know, I like that name. As I said on Friday, you don't hear that in Central Wisconsin, really.
Dizzle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay Dizzle in the hizzle.
Yeah. Leah Davis, the shooter of the family, right?
That's what he said. He agreed. He agreed. I don't know if Sister Leah is here in attendance or not. I don't know. Maybe the girls have a game tonight. I'm really not sure.
Could be. Nice effort by Edgar to keep the ball in bounds. Right back to Auburndale.
What I will say is your color analyst tonight, a very sparsely populated Tim Anderson Gymnasium here tonight.
Yeah, it really is.
Nice putback by Yeski to get the scoring underway just about 2 minutes in.
Yeah, Carter is built like a running back. He has the ball here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the last names in Edgar don't change much over the generations.
Right.
We have Schuetz, we have Butts, we have Baumgartners.
And the Baumgartners go way back.
Way back. Nice take by Tegan Strait, the quarterback of the team.
You know, the thing with Butt, though, offensive or defense, you're not going to be able to box him out.
No.
There's no way. Especially a basketball player. Right? If you're a basketball frame, you're not going to be able to out-rebound Carter Butt. See if that plays out here in this one.
White Eagle picks up his dribble, finds the backdoor cutter. Yeski, his second try at a 3, missed it short. It's going to stay with Auburndale.
Yep, our official there correctly noted that Black was out of bounds first before the contact. So there was contact. Our official noted that and said that Black was out of bounds before any contact.
Good call. White Eagle, quick hitter out of bounds. Off the back rim, no good. We're still tied at 2.
Spin under the basket. Look at Butt flying down the floor.
As much as a big-time running back can.
He's got some speed. Yeah,
He does,
I don't know. You know, the thing, though, about the football player is that speed doesn't always translate to the basketball floor. Oh, blocked.
Weinfurter.
Yeah.
He has a lot more size than anybody out there, but he brings the ball down and shoots it low.
Yeah, that got sent back by Schuett, who is by far not the tallest guy out here. Well, he's not short by any means, but yeah.
Yeah, we see Auburndale settling for shots right now, settling for jump shots. They're a much more talented team on the basketball floor than these Wildcats are. This is Scholl from the outside.
Timber! So Evan Scholl lights it up from the outside.
I get the sense that a lot of this Edgar Wildcats team is to stay in shape for football.
That's not unusual.
No.
That happens.
And some basketball players play fall sports to stay in shape for basketball.
True that.
Edgar, not a huge school. It's not like some of the D1, D2 schools where you have set players in different sports. White Eagle over his left shoulder, no good. Baumgartner clears it.
Yeah, sorry, Dan. I was just going to say, Edgar 2 years removed from a state tournament appearance in basketball.
Yep. A very senior-laden squad back in 2021.
It certainly was.
Beat Clear Lake. We had that here.
For the semi-sectional final.
Yep.
Right?
They got to host it that year.
They got to host their own because of situations around the world.
Yep. Auburndale up by 1. Edgar being patient this time down. Baumgartner top of the key. Try to get an inside touch to straight. He's being hounded. They're going to call it jump ball, it looks like. Yep.
Yeah.
Back to the Eagles.
Yeah, brought that ball down low, and the digging started.
Yep. Rabs into the game, as is Wilford.
Thank you for saying it right. You have saved me about 25 emails.
Yeah. You get enough emails about me. Pronouncing names right should be top of the list.
Edgar girls are on the basketball floor tonight, so probably a reason for this split audience, at least the folks in green. They're hosting the Spencer Rockets right now, over on Wildcat TV probably.
Scholl's got 5 early. Wildcat TV.
Well, they usually fire it up. I can't say I'm a frequent watcher, so what I do know, and it's not that unusual with the school, very hard to find because it's only on the website. And if I'm a school, I put that front and center. But again, I often don't realize or admit that these kids are going to school for school.
It's true.
And the school at Wilford, I'm sorry, he scored the bucket there. But yeah, schools are really interested in the academics first. So the website's filled with stuff about learning.
Yeah.
And the athletic Wildcat TV in this case, somewhat, for me, tough to find. And you mix that with I'm not very smart. So it all comes together. I can't find it.
Justin Davis doesn't get it to go. Transition opportunity for the Eagles this time down. Rab, 3, corner, missed it short. Follows his own shot, saves it.
Able to get a touch on it and into the hands of Yeski.
6 minutes into this one, 9-4. A barn burner.
And we're a free throw away from 10-4, good buddy. Which is my favorite score.
Stolen away, coming back the other way.
Another time that we've seen on the floor here, really on both ends, guys are bringing that ball down low. I know they teach it in basketball camp to keep it at the letters and higher, but it's tough to do.
See number 5, Brett Baumgartner here.
Mm-hmm.
That state team, that Baumgartner was a different style player, different body type.
Yeah.
If I remember right, he was probably 6'3" and 240 muscle.
Yeah. Big dude.
Big dude.
Big dude.
Big dude.
This dude here plays tight end on the football team.
Yep.
Actually, on our first edition of the Red Zone channel, we had Baumgartner and Butt standing with us after the game was done.
That's right.
Yeah.
They beat Stratford.
Yeah.
Quick hitter.
In a game with the scoring aptitude of this one.
Yep.
It was 9-6, 9-7, something like that. This is 9-6 in a basketball game. Come on, guys, let's go. Time to put the pedal down.
Yep. Again, the first time these teams are playing each other. Caden Anderson in the game for the first time for the Eagles. Anderson has it now. You can see Edgar's playing really good defense. A lot of man-to-man, good principles. You could tell that Coach Huss has his team playing well on that end of the floor.
Yeah, sticky defense. They're doing a good job of moving their feet, that lateral movement that every coach wants. Mentioned Edgar girls are playing right now. The Auburndale girls are not, so they must be here. I don't know a lot of these kids when they're not when there's not a number on their back.
That's true. Justin Davis doesn't get it to go, but he
Dizzle.
gets the second opportunity.
Auburndale girls host Marathon on Thursday night right here in Auburndale. So come on down to the Tim Anderson Gymnasium and feast your eyes upon Eagles and Red Raiders girls basketball action. Tip 7:15.
The girls also going through the conference schedule the second time through.
Yep. And we get a whistle. We'll turn up on microphone, see if we can hear the call coming in. Not really. He didn't get close enough to it. I got to maybe prep these officials.
We should just put a microphone on them.
Yeah, well, if they would.
If they would.
If they would, we would have done this years ago.
Alex Wolford to the bench. Yeski coming in for him.
So Wilford not starting tonight. To the games we've been to, and most of them, he had been starting. So gets some action, heads back to the bench.
Yeah, he doesn't look real well. He ill maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
There's a lot of nasty bugs and viruses and that going around right now, unfortunately.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. Flu season. Butt into the lane. Kicked outside. Baumgartner, another post touch. There's been a couple times that Baumgartner's done a good job getting the ball, but he finds himself underneath the basket. First on Yeski.
Okay. A couple free throws coming up, Dan, so that means I got to tell people about something. Let's see.
Fleet Farm.
Okay. You've convinced me. I just got to find that information. There it is. All right, let's see what's going on at Fleet Farm. Hey, it's the Auto Service Center. Can help you get ready for winter. Get your tires rotated, battery tested, buy wiper blades, and get them installed. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. We've got a Traverse that's got a back wiper problem, so I think I know where I'm going tomorrow. Head down to Fleet Farm. Get that fixed.
1 and 2 at the line for Baumgartner. Ties it up at 9.
Okay, we are all 9s here. Just about 9 minutes left. 9-9.
Not the lowest scoring game we've ever seen in this gym in the first half.
No, but it's trending towards the lowest boys score we've seen in this gym at the half. Trending towards. Again, Dan, I was able to confirm it was around this, a little later in the year, in 2019, at Edgar. These teams played to a triple overtime affair that Auburndale came out on the winning end of.
What was the final?
Yeah, I knew you were going to ask me that.
Yeski turnaround jumper doesn't fall.
Stand by.
Auburndale able to get looks outside, inside. Ball's not falling right now. A little bit tight. They're obviously a little bit short with Wolford on the bench. Carter all the way to the basket. Can't finish with the left hand, but he earns 2 at the charity line.
A fancy scoop.
Yeski's second.
Yeah, we were talking about that score earlier, and I thought the game was here, so I was looking up scores from here. I'll get that in just a moment. It's time to get back to work, and it's time to find a great job with great pay at Nikolai Construction. Find year-round work in carpentry, concrete, and steel that has you home every night. Stop in and see Brad or Rob at Nikolai Construction on East 29th Street in Marshfield. Get back to work, and get back to work with Nikolai Construction.
We are not good luck charms with free throw shooting.
No. We saw a pretty horrendous performance on Friday night over in Athens.
I think Athens missed 20 free throws.
They did. And won. Yeah, by 5. Yep.
It's a good Merriwood girls game. Edgar traveling a little bit up the road to Athens.
Yeah, for those that watched the pregame show, you saw me ask Coach Huss about the free throws. He said they weren't very good. Weinfurter from deep. But, yeah, I asked him to put a letter grade on it. He couldn't, because I think if he had to, he'd probably have to give a failing grade. It's a history teacher, I think, Mr. Huss. I think. I don't know. I don't go to school, so I don't know those things.
You're not enrolled at Edgar High School?
I am not.
Weird.
It may be worth my while, but I'm not. The triple overtime score you asked about, Dan, from 2000. This was played. Now where did it go? On February 15th, 2019, triple overtime, 47-41.
Oh.
So a regulation game between these two has a good chance to be less than that.
Rab, 3, got it.
Chances decrease with that kind of shooting, and a timeout on the floor. Coach Huss going to talk about it. He's going to break for 30. We will too. You're watching Merriwood South boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In Central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Merriwood South basketball, almost Merriwood South game of the week.
Almost.
It's an appetizer. Because everybody, on this side anyway, really looking forward to the Friday tilt, Auburndale at Marathon.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Right? No, it's here.
It's here.
Here, Marathon at Auburndale, sorry.
Yeah. Marathon won on the home floor.
That's right.
Marathon's first game of the year. It's been a while.
They called that month November, I think, when they played.
Yeah.
That's what that one's called.
Marathon is playing at home against Assumption tonight.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get that score a little bit later.
Maybe. And maybe not.
Auburndale comes out with full court pressure. They get a turnover. Steal by Scholl. Leads the charge this time down. Weinfurter hands it off to Wilford. Wilford, runner in the lane, missed it badly to the left. Up ahead, transition opportunity. Schuett gets to 2. Stops the 6-0 run. Wilford. Looks like he's fouled.
It would so appear.
Yeah. Falls on Brady Stencil. Number 44. There's not a lot of 44s in the Merriwood Conference. Not a very common number. 44. I am 44, yeah.
Dan Ross. Official 44th birthday today.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Not great. I feel 44. You know, the mind of a late teen, early 20s, the body of a 44-year-old.
Weinfurter from deep. Couple back-to-back three-pointers made by these Eagles on either side of the Edgar timeout.
Yeah, Weinfurter, a great shooter. Also the tallest player on the floor for the Eagles.
He is, and stays on the perimeter.
He likes to prawl out there.
He does. Yeah. Snoop around is what he does out there.
Straight, can't get it to go. Weinfurter with the rebound.
Yeah, height worked out there for him.
Yeah.
You mentioned Assumption and Marathon. In the southern Wood County, we opted for Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln, and Merrill girls basketball tonight.
Bold strategy. I like it.
Got to give some love to some of the others.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wolfert, step back 3, missed it long.
And
Weinfurter called for foul.
I'm not going to say foregone conclusion on Marathon Assumption, but we play the percentages around here sometimes. And
that's good.
Went with a team we haven't showed. Actually, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln girls coming off a win.
Chi-High, right?
Yeah, beat the Cardinals, I think, on Saturday. Something like that.
That's a good win for them. That's a program that definitely needs to get some momentum behind it, though. The Lincoln girls. Wolfert with the steal. Not quite. Tried to save it. Carter Butt gets it back in the backcourt. Auburndale's showing a lot more pressure, a lot more aggression. A lot of times that's a way for a coach to get their team up and going. Schuett, 3 outside. No good. It's going to be out of bounds. Going to stay with Edgar. That's a good call.
It is a great call because it took a lot to see that. As White Eagle reached back in and touched the ball, his feet were out of bounds. And that call was well executed down there.
Yeah. Your Cowboys, Monday night game this week.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about 0-7 the Cowboys are against Tom Brady. That part is true. A lot of those Patriots teams were loaded in the early 2000s when some of those games were played. This butt drives to the hole. So that's fine. A win's a win. But there's no better time to get off the schneid than in the opening round of the playoffs. So I'm rolling with my boys.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in that game because the Cowboys did not look good last week.
No, they didn't.
But there's times they look so good. And there's other games where they just don't show up. And
since Dak came back from injury, they're still the number 1 offense in the NFL. So they've got the ability to score 40 or 50 in a game. That'd be a nice point total on Monday night for my Cowboys.
Scholl from the outside. He's got 8.
Yeah, that corner's been hot over there. Scholl's hit from there, and I forget who the other was before that Edgar timeout, but been a couple threes made from that corner.
Yeah, I think they practice shooting over there.
Probably do.
Yeah.
Probably do.
Got the Eagle in attendance. He is sitting in the student section right now.
So happy for that, too.
He's probably taking up double the seats
Triple.
over there.
It's a lot of feathers. Yeah, a lot of feathers there. I actually know who's in the Eagle tonight.
Oh.
I was sworn to secrecy on it.
What do you mean in it?
Exactly.
But from the outside, off the backboard, no good. Thanks to everybody watching at home. Weinfurter 3, a little short. We got Ben Toshek talking about Quiz Bowl times. Remember Quiz Bowl in high school? We weren't on TV, though. That's pretty crazy.
My uncles were on the Quiz Bowl. These are Granton alums. They were on the Quiz Bowl when I was a little kid. I remember watching. I think every Sunday night they had the Quiz Bowl was on for a long time on Channel 7.
Was it head-to-head, like one school against another school?
Mm-hmm.
And like winner stays, like Jeopardy?
No,
No.
you just won that episode, and then you went home and told everybody about it. Then next week, 2 new schools.
That was back when sports weren't as big, and
Right.
you're on TV the night before for being smart, and you're the king of the schools.
Right. That's how it worked.
Yep. I was on the Quiz Bowl team, and I wasn't very popular for it. I'll tell you that. Sports, yes.
Sports. Yeah, show with a little reach in front of Jay Dizzle.
And that is a good foul.
It certainly was, because Jay Dizzle was going to the rizzle.
Going to the rizzle.
Going to the hizzle. I don't know. Whatever it is. He was going there.
He was going to the rim.
He was.
21-14. 3 minutes left to play in the first half.
Nancy, Mark, and Ben all online. Marky and Nanny, I'm told they're called. I don't think I know them. That doesn't quite matter. Well, it's a football score, Dan. 21-14 here in the first half.
Yep, Eagles by a touchdown.
Eagles by a touchdown. And, boy, Edgar's been stuck on 14 for a while, haven't they? Or in the teens.
Yeah. Turnover. Rab. Bad pass. He just wasn't confident.
No, a little bit in some indecision there. Should I just take it up strong? I've got a slight 2-on-1 advantage, although the trail was coming quick. A lot to process.
Yeah.
There.
And I have seen Rab use his left hand several times this year, but going against a taller guy hunting you down, it takes guts to shoot that left-handed layup.
Yeah, it does.
And go strong.
Yeah, it does. If it wasn't for Jay Dizzle's bright blue shoes, the official may not have noticed he stepped out of bounds, but that's what happened.
Another quick hitter.
Yep. Nice inbound play from under the basket. So what would you figure, Dan? Coach Weinfurter's got about 6 of those at his disposal on a given night?
Yeah.
Under the basket plays?
Between 4 and 6, I think.
Okay.
They're high school kids. You're just be happy that they can run a couple of them.
You can only know so much, right?
Yeah.
You got history and math during the day.
That's right. The brain gets full.
Yeah. Less than 2 minutes here in the first half. Somewhat low scoring.
White Eagle. Turnaround jumper. Missed it short. Short-armed it a little bit.
So you talked about going up against somebody. That time, White Eagle did take Baumgartner to the rack. Just Baumgartner a little bit better defense that time.
Yeah. Yeah, Edgar challenged a little bit offensively. You touched on that a little bit. Turning the ball over, not making shots. Rab almost gets his head taken off by a pass.
He alertly ducked out of the way.
Yeah. Weinfurter working on butt.
Halftime entertainment coming up. Dan, it's me and you at the halftime break. We're going to thrill the audience back at home.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You want me to juggle?
Can you?
I can juggle, yes. 3 for Scholl. He's having a half.
Coach Huss still frustrated. He's going to pull the trigger on a full timeout. 1:09 left in the first half on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Oh, I know. You know, Dan, we were talking about music before we went on camera. The Beastie Boys. Nobody did it better for me than the Beastie Boys.
Especially in that era, right?
Oh, yeah. They were trendsetters.
Yeah, because it was new. Dangerous pass. Edgar got to get it over.
Dangerous is my middle name.
Shutout for Sarah Handrick watching the Eagles from Mesa, Arizona.
Okay.
Guarantee it's better weather than here.
It's got to be. It was really foggy. Was it foggy for you?
Yeah, it was kind of a tough drive.
New Wildcat in the game. That's Brady Stencil wears 44.
Yeah. Skip pass to Baumgartner outside 3, hit it.
And he shot it over the top of Scholl and White Eagle coming out of the Wildcats timeout. Even Coach Huss was applauding that time. This coach has been a little bit frustrated down there.
Yeah.
It's going to be an Auburndale lead at the half, Dan.
1-3-1 for the Wildcats this time down. Try to give Auburndale something different to look at in this last possession. Probable last possession.
Yeah, Auburndale really fundamentally sound. They can melt the clock like nobody's business.
Yeah, they're a team of guards. Weinfurter, 3, corner, missed it short. Ball's loose, 1 second left. Weinfurter at the buzzer, missed it.
Tell you, Dan, on that 3, he had 2 flying at him and then took a runner and shot it just a little bit strong. 26-17 will be our halftime score. Before we go to halftime, I'll tell you, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Carrie Vanner at State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. Auburndale residents, you too can find Carrie Vanner State Farm and find Carrie Van State Farm on Facebook to get started. We'll take a 2.5-minute break, give you some first half stats right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Now more than ever, it's crucial for your business to be able to ship your products safely and efficiently, both near and far. Purple Mountain Solutions is your local specialist for logistics and supply chain management in both public and private sectors. Bringing years of leadership, excellent attention to detail, and a dedication to the job at hand is what keeps Purple Mountain Solutions the leader in transportation, logistics, supply chain management, and warehousing. Get your products right where they need to be and put your trust in a business you can trust. Purple Mountain Solutions.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this fall.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Welcome back to Auburndale High School. We are live. We are buying 50-50 tickets.
Yeah, turn the camera over here, Trevor.
Yeah, we are supporting the Auburndale Student Council.
Yes, it is the Student Council. They're raising money for the Winter Formal, which is coming up on February 4th, and I'm told everybody's already got a date for that. So if you're at home and you're an Auburndale student and you don't have a date, it's over.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Because I was told everybody that's going has already been assigned their other person.
Are you taking Rachel to the Auburndale Formal?
No, I took Rachel to see Elvis on Saturday, though, and that's got to count for something, I think. It wasn't the real Elvis, though.
Oh.
It's a fake Elvis.
Did they say fake Elvis on the flyer?
I'll have to look.
Yeah.
I'll have to look and see if they made that note. Otherwise, what, lawsuit, you think?
Well, I have to be careful because the
Defamation?
real Elvis could sue.
Defamation.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, 26-17 is our halftime score. First, Dan will tell us about Edgar Wildcats scoring.
Yeah, led in scoring by Carter Butt. He's got 7 points. 4 points for Brett Baumgartner, and 2 apiece for Leighton Schuett, G. Dizzle.
J. Dizzle.
J. Dizzle.
It's a lot to know.
Tegan Straight. 2 of 4 at the free throw line for the Edgar Wildcats in the first half.
Offensively challenged Edgar Wildcats here in this one. But listen, Dan, let's be fair. With 26 points on the other side, it's not been some offensive onslaught either for the Eagles. But still, you'll tell us about their scoring in the first half.
Yeah, led surprisingly by Evan Scholl. He averages 7 points a game on the season. He's got 11 in the first half, including 3 triples.
Starter tonight for the first time we've seen. He may have some other time, but the first time we've seen.
First time we've seen for sure. 6 points for Ken Weinfurter with 2 triples. 3 points for Blake Rabb. 6 threes in the first half for the Auburndale Eagles.
Yeah, most of them happen right in that corner, right down here.
Yeah, or top of the key.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 points apiece, Lucas Yeski, Alex Wolfert, and Mason White Eagle. I think that if we told Coach Weinfurter that he would be leading by 9 at the half and 2 points apiece from Yeski, Wolfert, and White Eagle, he would have called us liars.
He would have, and appropriately so. But here we are, and we just deal in the facts. Halftime stats brought to you by Heartland Farms. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this 5th generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes, currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. And every time I read that, I 27,000 acres, that's as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah, a lot of potatoes. But I've been to some of those potato farms in that area, and it's pretty interesting. The chipping, yeah, they make a lot of potato chips.
Yeah.
Over in that area, and who doesn't like potato chips? So Heartland Farms, and so if you've got a choice, choose Heartland Farms. All right, second half coming up. Let's do this. Let's take a quick 2-minute break, and Dan and I will come back and entertain you some more here in Auburndale. The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
At At Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
All right, back here in Auburndale. Before I get going, Dan, you've got a Merrillwood South boys basketball score to pass along from Marathon.
Marathon 44, Assumption 23.
So, and that only begs the question: Is Newman playing tonight?
Newman has Stratford.
That must be in Newman, in Wausau. It must be.
I think it's in Wausau.
Yeah. Okay. There. Yeah, that's on YouTube also. Yeah, Dan will look that up. We got 50 seconds before the start of the second half to begin here. Just want to take a quick time here to thank everybody for watching tonight's broadcast. We appreciate each and every one of you. We've been told by some outsiders that they feel there are too many people watching our broadcasts. We don't think that at all. We would rather you be at the gym with us, and when you are, stop by and see us. We'll hand you a microphone, or you can just give us a fist bump. Either way, we're happy to see everybody that comes out to the gym. It must be because of the fog tonight. I thought there'd be more people here tonight, Dan. I'm not complaining, just it's an observation. But happy for those in attendance here tonight, including the Auburndale Eagle. The mascot is here. Now Dan was insinuating earlier that it was a real eagle. Yeah, maybe. But it looks kind of fluffy. What have we got? One of those deals. Yeah.
No
okay.
idea.
Okay. Well, anyway, Newman and Stratford are playing. You would figure
Newman has at least 2 points. They just
you figure Newman probably has the advantage in that game, but it would be an upset if Stratford were to
it would be a big
win.
upset, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here, I'll take it. Every now and then that camera kind of shines a light on the clock.
So the Merrillwood South, we have Newman, Auburndale, and Marathon tied with one loss on top of the conference. Auburndale, I believe, is ranked 6th this week in the latest coaches poll. Marathon, I think, also ranked.
Yep.
Newman is 4th in D5.
Yeah.
I kind of looked at the sectional. Marathon is in a sectional with Auburndale. Edgar's also in there. And I thought, man, we're going to have a state team. And then I saw that St. Mary Catholic was in it from the other side, and that's that.
That's that. Well, you
never know.
You do never know. But we saw, Trevor saw St. Mary Catholic. We saw it on the network. I happened to be in, I live in Island Life when that was going on. And St. Mary Catholic is well put together.
Yeah.
Well put together.
Newman gave them a run. I mean, and Auburndale beat Newman. So,
okay.
It's hard to say. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be an exciting next 6 weeks or so, or whatever's left in the conference season. But top of the key, Dalkey here on the near side. Jay Dizzle gets it knocked out of bounds.
I will bring to the floor a vote that we no longer call him Jay Dizzle.
Okay.
All right.
Call him Justin.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, it's a nice name, I suppose. Just
first minute of the second half. First possession for Edgar. Still patient on offense. Auburndale going man to man this time down. Raftery.
Yep, I got the I got it right away.
Davis
Some others may have
three.
not.
Yeah. My Fighting Illini beat the Badgers, unfortunately, this weekend. Weinfurter for 3. I was a Badger fan on Saturday, and it didn't work out for me.
It did not work out. Let's see here, Dan. We've got 13 minutes left in Wausau. Newman 59, Stratford 34, so that one's already over.
I feel like we could have been at a 59-34 game.
All right.
Edgar ball. 29-17, 16-17 left to play in this one.
Yeah, it just seems like we're kind of waiting for Edgar to make its move. Maybe here it is.
Hopefully.
But White Eagle blocks Baumgartner. It just seems like, and they're poised to just kind of sprout up here. It just seems like to me. We'll see if it happens.
Edgar ball.
Yeah, nice hustle there on the Wildcats.
You can tell that, I mean, just from what we can see, Alex Wolfert looks like he is struggling on the bench. Looks like he's not feeling well.
He's got 2 or 3 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
That is certainly not normal.
Nope.
So hope, if it is illness, so hope he's going to be better sometime again real soon.
Edgar's doing a good job shutting down Auburndale's big players. But 11 from Scholl is kind of unexpected. And the flip side of what we said during halftime, where if you told Coach Weinfurter that you're up 9 with that production, if you told Coach Huss they would have that, he would take that any day of the week.
Yeah, he certainly would.
And Edgar's so patient offensively, really making Auburndale work. The problem is that you're down by 12 and you're having struggles putting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, minute-long possessions with no output is going to be a problem. Let's see, other scores. Boys basketball, DC Everest 42, Chippewa Falls 28. That second half just underway.
Yes,
live on Zaleski Sports. Marshfield girls, it's a doubleheader over in Marshfield tonight. The girls beat Spash in game 1. Marshfield leads Spash 13-8 early in the first half.
Spash girls.
I'm sorry, Marshfield lost? Wow, okay, upset.
That is an upset. I was going to say, Spash is the second best team in that conference. Maybe they're the best.
Marshfield started the game 20-2 and ends up falling at home to the Spash Panthers. I talked to Coach Terpstra before the game. That's right, I was over in Marshfield.
You were everywhere.
Before I came here. Well, I had a little bit of work to do over there. And I said, Terp, it seems like your team is on the up. And he said, well, yeah, we're kind of play up and down. And he said, we kind of play like my mood, really up and down. Well, they played up tonight.
Absolutely. Davis, another missed 3. 5-0 run to start the second half for the Auburndale Eagles. Wherever the Eagle is, he's flapping happily.
Yep.
And the Marshfield ascended to number 1 in the Zaleski Sports Poll.
Well, that'll be short-lived.
Neilsville's right behind.
Yeah, I'd say there'd be a new number 1 again next week, as there was just yesterday.
Scholl from the outside, missed it short. Yeski working hard, saves it, getting down on the floor.
Yeah, Spash 44, Marshfield 41.
Good game.
Yeah, I mean, close game. The White Eagle on the drive. I would say you can't score 41 at home, though, and expect to win. Full timeout, Edgar. 33-17, Auburndale leads on Zaleski Sports. Nasonville Dairy, family-owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
(33-17), 13 plus minutes left here in the game. Purple Mountain Solutions, your business's go-to for both public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is you're shipping, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Dan Ross.
Auburndale pitching a shutout. here in the second half.
They are, right. That's a 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes into the half. Edgar still looking for points. And again, I meant what I said earlier. It seems like they're poised. They're just not able to find that catalyst moment. Not able to find the spark.
Yeah, it's just it's talent, right? Edgar, not known as a basketball school. It doesn't mean that they don't have the occasional year where they're very good when they get a good class that comes in. But they're a football school, first and foremost.
Yeah, and nobody in town shies away from that either.
Own it.
Yeah, we go there often. I'll talk about the business here a little bit. We solicit advertising from that particular town. We get all yeses in football, and then you can't even find the decision maker after that. It just doesn't happen.
Edgar is a fantastic town. They
we
treat
love
us
it there.
really well.
Oh, we love it in Edgar.
Yeah.
Just heavily slanted to football, though.
You can't fault that.
I don't.
If you're going to go all in on something, go football.
I'm heavily slanted to football.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody is.
Yeah, it's America.
Weinfurter just tripped over the baseline. Thankfully, he's okay.
Camera. Derek Deringer there on photography. You'll see Derek's pictures tonight on Zaleski Sports, as a matter of fact. It's a foul on the floor. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Share your goals with Brian, and he'll tell you where and how to make it a reality. Just call 715-213-4468. That's 213-4468, Whitetail Properties.
Stencil back in the game for the Wildcats. Let's see what Coach Weinfurter has. Had Yeski in the post.
You mentioned first half scoring. Dan Evan Scholl wears 23. Leading scorer at the half. He's got the ball now. Still leading scorer. 6 minutes into the second half.
Weinfurter, 3 in the corner. That was contested.
I actually thought it might have even been deflected. And now Weinfurter's our game-high leading scorer, and a dribbling violation in the backcourt, and not going to make Coach Huss very happy doing things like that.
Not really. Weinfurter going to the bench. It's a 19-point game. I'm willing to bet that we're about 5 minutes away from the second team playing, just to save legs for Friday.
Well, because in the grand scheme of things, the teams that still care about conference championships, and there are many, that Friday night game could decide it.
Yeah, it's going to be rocking here Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Marathon travels well. Nice shot for Scholl. He says, I am the leading scorer tonight.
Yeah. He and Weinfurter battling on the basketball floor. They're on the same team, though.
Yeah, real good chance of being player of the game.
I would say. Yeah, we're going to be in this very same spot here on Friday. Makes you kind of wish we could just leave everything kind of set up here, but we've got other games to do on Thursday before we get to Friday.
Yeah, I might just stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have you. They might not even notice.
They might not notice.
You got Fayette in here. That's about it. Got a lady straight across from us, Dan, with her light on her phone on the whole time, shining right in the lights of the players. That's unusual.
Filming on Facebook.
I guess. Yeah, you got to shut that light off. For one, that light's only going to reach a couple feet, right? The impact it'll have.
It's really only bothering us.
Probably just me. Probably just me. Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services, loans, leases, crop insurance, tax records. They have you covered. Contact Ag Country, Stevens Point, Wausau, Medford, and Marshfield.
Yeski misses off the backboard, gets his basket in, and the foul.
Just pure hustle, determination, and strength from Lucas Yeski. It's fun to watch.
Yeski's got 4, trying to get to 5.
Okay. It's a slow burn here in the gym tonight, Dan. Let's see. We had some others here. We had Joe, an Edgar fan. Says he's watching from Mexico, if you can believe that.
I believe anything.
DJ says it's JD. Okay. Yeah.
8 minutes into the second half, Edgar's still looking for their first point.
Tough stretch.
Yeah.
Tough stretch. And again, you give a lot of credit to the Auburndale defense.
Absolutely. Yeski called for the foul.
Coach didn't agree.
Well, Coach Weinfurter let Lucas Yeski know that was indeed a foul.
And he's going to be rewarded with a seat on the bench and a speech from Coach Weinfurter. That's how that works.
Yeah.
I've been in that spot.
10:51 left to play, 41-17. The Wildcats trail the Eagles.
When you're given that speech as a player, you just look and you nod at Coach, and it'll all be over soon. And you better learn from it. Otherwise, your playing time is going to be out of the equation.
The relationship between coach and player is interesting, and it's different for every player.
Yeah, because coaches know, right, how you talk to this player versus this player, who can handle the tough talk, and who's got to be kind of helped along a little bit to get the best out of each and every youth on your team.
You should coach junior college basketball. It'll change your life in that some sort of way.
I probably won't.
No.
But I'm glad you do. Tell us about your Huskies, Dan. I think that's fair right now. We got a foul on the floor. Your Huskies, you told me, were undefeated on the year.
We're 4-0, yeah.
4-0. Where can people watch the UW-Wausau? Is that what we're going with?
UWSP Wausau, yeah.
Huskies. Where do you play your games?
Huskies. We are in Wausau. We play all over the state against other junior colleges in the state.
When you're at home?
We are at the Husky Dome in Wausau, Wisconsin. All of our games are on Facebook.
Okay.
Yep.
People see the schedule on Facebook too? Is that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Go, we talk about this all the time. Go support your local sports teams. That's where the people I think are putting in the hardest work, and you probably know some of them, and they would appreciate your support.
Yeah, kids work so hard.
Yeah.
So hard for honestly the love of the game.
Yeah.
No other reason.
Yeah.
And I mean, fans, kids are there, and we are lucky in Wausau to have apartments, student housing, shared between the university and NTC.
Yeah.
So we have a good contingent. Steal, 2-on-1 opportunity. Pass to Weber underneath. Good.
A pretty perfectly executed 2-on-1 fast break.
Yeah, real good job by the ball handler to slow up to give his teammate a chance to get up the floor.
A near steal.
If this game was played in quarters, Edgar put up a 0 in the third quarter.
Yep, because the third quarter has come to an end as play just kind of meandered along there.
Yeah.
2 on the floor.
Rab's going to take this 3. Buried it.
Boy, oh boy. Coach Huss going to call the timeout. It's the only choice he has, Dan. His guys are still looking for the first score, the first points of the second half. 8:50 left, and we return on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
All right, as I said, when we return, there'll be 8:50 left in the game. And there is indeed 8:50 left to be played here. Edgar still looking for their first points of the half, and they've been outscored 20-0 here in the second half.
Yeah, Coach Huss trying to get his troops moving in the right direction here. You got 8:50 to build on something going into. I think I wrote it down. They have Newman on Friday. That's a tough task.
It is a tough one. Yeah, for everything Auburndale is, Newman is right there with them.
Yeah.
They play a little bit different style, but as far as quality of opponent, Auburndale, Newman, to Edgar anyway, it's the same quality of opponent.
Yeah, Newman's a tough team at home.
Yeah, they score a lot of points. I mean, defensively, they're not going to harass to the level of Auburndale, But what they don't do defensively, Dan, they're gonna see if they can put 80 up on the board, and a lot of times they do.
When Newman and Edgar played early on in the season, Edgar was in that game. They led with maybe, I think it was 14 minutes left, 13 minutes left.
Okay.
Low-scoring game. I mean, that has to be the type of game that Edgar wins, is a low-scoring game where the opponents don't shoot well and you just hang around because as we all know, anybody can beat anybody in basketball. And if there is an upset, usually it's a low-scoring game. It's a grinded-out slugfest. Weber can't get it to go.
And when you say Edgar, the other team needs to not shoot well, the Edgar defense has a lot to do with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's not just, man, I hope they miss 20 open threes tonight.
No, you got to be in their shirt playing defense. And Edgar has played good defense tonight.
Yep, absolutely.
And we'll get an opportunity to score here for the first time in the second half from the free throw line.
Justin Davis.
Okay. Well, I don't know if there's anybody better you'd rather have at the free throw line. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. With locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield, no matter where you are in central Wisconsin. Save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. And Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group health provider for health, dental, accident, life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Edgar, points in the second half.
Yep. On the board, little by little. Here's a turnover. No, it's going to stay with Auburndale.
I wonder if the Eagle touched it down there, and then ball just stays on this side. Because if you touch it.
Maybe Friday night I'm going to try to get you in there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm up for anything. And again, we're here for entertainment. So if that qualifies as entertainment, sign me up. Sign me up.
Everybody come out. Edgar or Auburndale High School Friday night. Jason Zaleski is going to try to be in the Eagle mascot outfit.
Well, as long as Dan can do his job.
I can do a lot of jobs. Talented individual.
Okay.
Yeski, 3, top of the key, missed it short. White Eagle with the rebound. Saving possessions. 7:15 left to play in the game. 46-19.
I said this back in the first half, actually at the end of the first half, Auburndale was holding for one. I said, I believe, boys basketball in the area, nobody's better at melting a clock than these Eagles, and we see that underway here. And those are the rules we're given, and these are the rules we play under. I won't get into the shot clock today. I just point out that Auburndale, again, doing a great job at just wiping away time.
Yeah, Yeski gets to shoot 2 free throws here. A really good call by the official. And I'm seeing this a lot more in the games that we're doing is the officials sometimes wait for that ball, if it's going to go in or not. And if it looks like it's not going in, they'll call the foul. Maybe they'll let it go if it looks like the ball's going to go in. Probably not the way that it should be called, but we're seeing that more and more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, absolutely. A girls score update from Clark County. Cloverbelt East girls basketball. Neilsville 37, Columbus Catholic 18, 10.5 to play.
High scoring.
I think Columbus without their top 2 players, so they're going to be challenged offensively for a while. But that's not the most unexpected situation there either.
Weber picks the pocket.
Scoring-wise.
Good find to Yeski. So we are, I don't know, what do you say, six weeks away from seeding meetings and brackets.
Well, seed releasings.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more meetings.
Right.
Yeah. So just seed outputs.
Seed outputs.
Mm-hmm. Formula gets ran. Bada bing, bada boom.
I know that you have been working behind the scenes a little bit on trying to pinpoint where teams are at, which I appreciate. We are, for girls basketball, we are right at the halfway point.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, we're definitely getting there. They're about a week behind, right?
Yep, the girls start a week early, or a week prior.
Yep. So for those that are fans of local sports and teams, where can they find our projections?
Well, you go to ZaleskiSports.com and you click VIP. Weinfurter hits a 3. Dan, it's a small $5 per month membership fee. The way I kind of figure it is this. It takes me about 2 hours to do one of those type of deals. And so you pay me $2.50 an hour. So I ask you, and then you get to see all of them for a month. And then month after month from there. Anyway, ZaleskiSports.com, you click VIP, you get full access to all of that.
Yeah, we are the only ones that seem to even care about it.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of readers in this case that do tune into it, and because it is it's not only is it important information, it's interesting information. There's other things we give our VIPs, other kind of team previews, inside information. Our weekly poll, our VIP members see the weekly Zaleski Sports poll, so you get a lot for your $5. There's not much you can buy for $5, including a dozen eggs. You can't even do that for $5 anymore. So
it's true.
We are inflation-proof at Zaleski Sports because it's been $5 the whole time. The whole time.
Yeah, it is well worth it.
Got Craig Terpstra, large on the TV screen over there in Marshfield, being interviewed at halftime of the boys' game. Marshfield leads Spash boys basketball 29-16. Live on Zaleski Sports. After we're done here, you'll be able to switch over to that game because it was a girls-boys doubleheader in Marshfield tonight. So your viewing experience will continue on Zaleski Sports after we're long gone from here.
The seeding, always a point of contention because why are we a 4 when we beat the 3 seed twice? Big block by Yeski
with a smash. Yeah, and the most frequent misunderstanding of the seeds is, and the biggest thing I suppose that's changed to most people's mind is single games. Single games, single defeats or victories have almost no bearing on the overall. It counts as just another win or loss. It has no more significance than a 1 of 24 games played.
It's the same as March Madness, right? It's the exact same.
Yep.
You play 2 games against most of your conference teams, and you can decide whether you want to play a weak non-conference schedule or if you want to play a tough non-conference schedule.
Yep.
And the way that the WIAA has this calculation, that the formula set up, you are rewarded for beating good teams. You're rewarded for losing to good teams.
That's right. Yes. Challenge yourself. Challenge your team. So athletic directors have, I think, taken notice. I talk to ADs as often as I can, and some still a little slow. I had one call me when football seeds came out, and we had published them ahead of time, and he calls and said, wow, you did really good with that. By the way, I think what I'm understanding now is I need to schedule teams that are going to be 9-0 each year, even if we lose. And I said, yeah, and it's the same in basketball. So same what just Dan just explained. The tougher your schedule is, the higher probable seed the higher probability of a better seed. But tonight, for example, say Edgar would have beat Auburndale tonight, they would not have been seeded above Auburndale.
Right.
In this case.
Yeah.
Auburndale a little bit stronger strength of schedule, that type of thing. So we saw that last year with Stratford and Marathon.
That is the big example.
Yeah.
Right? And people in Marathon to this day bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah. And but Stratford played a stronger schedule on the year, even though Marathon beat them twice. And it was razor thin. Our math
very thin.
Showed it was razor thin. It probably, Dan, of the 23 opponents Stratford had, the non-conference opponents, so now the 12 non-conference games that they played, if one of those teams they played would have lost just one additional game, Marathon probably would have been seated above Stratford. That's how razor thin it was. But it goes to show you got to play tough teams in your non-con, as they say.
And both were great teams last year.
Oh, fun to watch. And then they got to play each other in the playoffs.
Yep. And Stratford won the third one.
Yep, they did.
They didn't win the first 2, but they won the quote-unquote important one because they got to play one more game.
Well, all chips were down at that point. So anyway, seed. You can read those seed previews at ZaleskiSports.com. Just click VIP. Just $5 a month. I ask you to pay me $2.50 an hour. I think that's a reasonable ask.
It is $2.50 for just one, and there's several.
And then you get like 20 in a month, and all the other things that we put on there. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Dan.
I'm doing what I can.
Dan's a big part of those too, so let's not forget that.
I am working on a project. I am working on a project to automate it a little bit so that we will forever know up to the minute once we put records and stuff in of what the seeds are at any time. And it's a lot of work.
Well, yeah, and so it could be by next year that VIP is 5 and then the, VIP exquisite is 15 a month or something, because that all the work that will be put into that yet. You're only partway done.
I am only partway done.
So just about 3 minutes left here in this game as we get back to basketball action here in front of us. And Dan, you're right. A lot of reserves on the floor, including Ian Brown from deep. Ian Brown was had a feature written about him on WIS Sports. He was, I'm going to mess it up now, but he was the Wisconsin Dairy Athlete of the Month, I think, for December, and had WIS Sports. Yeah,
very nice.
Yeah, that's in the state. That's a whole statewide deal.
Yeah.
So, Ian, I'm being told by the athletic director here, baseball, Ian's #1 sport, but obviously you can shoot the basketball.
Yeah, it was a good-looking shot.
Mm-hmm.
Shot up with confidence.
3 more reserves wait at the scorer's table for the Eagles. Make sure to stay tuned for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. I think we'll have Dan go down.
It's my birthday. You should go down.
Okay, I'll go down. I will be courtside with Coach Chad Weinfurter and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game, who is Evan Scholl, by the way. How many points for Evan, so I don't forget that when I go down, or at least so I know
13.
it. Yeah, that's a pretty good number.
So far.
Well, lucky number 13. I think they've retired Evan for the night.
He deserves it.
Yeah, well, 13.
Yeah.
Get 25% of your team scoring.
Little over 2 minutes left. Edgar's still looking for the first field goal of the second half.
Man, oh, man.
It has been a long second half for these Edgar Wildcats. Just missing from the outside is Mason Reku.
So anyway, yeah, so less than 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Got that. And more fun that we have in those post-game shows. So make sure to stay tuned for all of it. Coach Weinfurter always very thoughtful post-game. So we'll get his, he gives us a really honest take on the game.
He does.
So we look forward to that, and you should too. So again, keep it tuned in after the game. It's Stencil to the free throw line.
Missed offensive rebound, second chance opportunity, and now it looks like Dylan Yonker is going to get to shoot a free throw.
So both teams letting their players have some game action here under the lights. It's a whole different thing than practice, Dan. For the reserves, they come out here. Not only are they next year's varsity players, but you come out and practice is so much different than playing here in the gym with everybody watching you. Practice is still good, but there's nothing like getting real game experience.
Yeah, the game's so much faster.
Yeah,
so much faster.
Yeah, somebody makes a mistake and coach can't just stop it and then just reset everybody and do it again. Yeah. You just got to go. So, but yeah, it's important to get next year's varsity players action when you can, and tonight's a good night for that on both sides.
Absolutely. 55-19. $140 left to play in this one.
Okay.
Auburndale not looking to score anytime.
Speaking of $140, what happened to our 50-50?
Oh. That's a jump ball. Yeah, that is a good.
Oh, we must not have won. I don't know, though.
Yeah, I don't think they called it 50-50.
Well, they were last time we mentioned it about 20 minutes ago, real time. They were still going around buying or selling tickets. I don't know. Well, it went to a good cause.
It did.
Student
Aiden
council.
Cherney, he gets a pin to the backboard by Sandelsky.
Yeah, what a block there. As I mentioned, next year's varsity players out here putting in good work tonight.
And the Edgar football team, not a lot of seniors on it. They're going to be really good next year.
You would figure. I know Coach Sins, who will tell me some things in confidence. I think I'm okay to say this. I know Coach all along, even during the season, was really looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
Of course, he's focused week by week, and there's few, if any, better coaches in the state than Coach Jerry Sins. But if he tells you that next year's the year, you believe it.
Yeah, and after seeing what Regis did to everybody throughout the entire tournament, Edgar might have been good enough to win it last year. If Regis wasn't around, I guess. But
yeah, and there'd be some question if what division Regis will participate in football-wise next year. And Edgar would rather they didn't participate in D7. They're right on the line.
Yeah.
So that's why we bring it up. But all things that'll come out during the season next year.
Nothing we can do about it. Nothing Coach Sins can do about it.
Nope. Yeah. We go for the football fun.
Of course, Regis has graduated a lot of kids. They had an all-state running back. They had players everywhere.
Yeah.
They look like a college team.
Yeah, no doubt. Year in and year out, Regis is going to put a good football team on the field. They were at state baseball last year and likely to be a strong contender for a state team again this year. There's a made basket, Dan, at the gun. The Wildcats get off the schneid from the field, and our game has come to an end. Final score from Auburndale. Auburndale Eagles 55, Edgar Wildcats 22. Coming up next, our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. I will be courtside with Coach Chad Weinfurter and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Evan Scholl, right after this on Zaleski Sports. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually, that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Here at our Nasonville Dairy post-game show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. Here with Coach Weinfurter. Coach, first off, second half defense was really good. As a matter of fact, you didn't let up a field goal in that second half till the final buzzer. Tell us about your team's defensive effort here tonight.
I thought the first half was really good, and then we raised it to another level in the second half. You know, we as a staff have really been challenging our guys to really try to refine the little things, and sometimes people, think that's just offense, but, defensively, your position, how we want to play without fouling, and I thought we did a great job of it and forced them into some really tough shots, and I thought the other real big thing then was we limited them to one shot, and that can be real demoralizing for a team where you force them to take a tough shot most of the times down the floor, and then you get that one rebound. I thought Cade did a really nice job on the boards in the second half, and then defensively, we just never got out of position. So really a credit to our kids and how hard they've worked at it.
This will kind of turn into a game preview for Friday, but after the win today, now you get Marathon. That's a rematch. It was an early season game. How has your team changed? How will they be better equipped to handle Marathon here on Friday night?
Well, I hope we're better rebounders. I hope we're better on defense. That first game, I thought we got out-rebounded, out-hustled a little bit, and it's something that we've really, like I said, we really worked on. We didn't want to just be known as a shooting team and an offensive team, and our kids have bought into it. So, it's a great challenge. Coach Jacobson does a great job. They've got really good players. It's always fun to compete against them. Since my tenure started here, this will probably be 30-some times we played them, and if I were to guess, it's probably pretty even as far as wins and losses. So, good rivalry for us, and it's what you work all summer for. It's what you work every day here during the season is to play games like that.
Lastly, Coach, we had a moment of silence before the game. Mrs. Anderson passed away on Sunday. The Anderson family here in Auburndale has left a legacy that can't even be put into words. How do you view, the Anderson family and the work and the things that they have done here for this community in Auburndale?
Well, personally, they're like a second family to me. I played for Coach Anderson, got to coach with him. We still talk a lot. Coach's son Jay and I are close. Scott, those are guys. When we were growing up, those were our heroes. And playing for Coach Anderson was, it's an understatement, but it was an absolute privilege to play for him. And then you get to meet the woman behind the man, and she's the woman in front of the man. She very easily could have been the face of our basketball program for 40-some years long with Mr. Anderson, and our hearts go out to them. She was a great person, and it's not just our loss; it's everybody's loss, because everybody who knew her, I don't think there was ever a bad word said about her, and it's a sad day, that's for sure.
Yeah, it for sure is. My small story about it, I was this high, involved with the American Legion baseball team, and the Andersons, of course, played every sport, and got to meet Mrs. Anderson and the family way back then. So I think you said it well, Coach.
Thank you.
You got it. Okay. Bring in our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Evan Scholl. And as we do that, we got some cake coming in. I'll tell you about that here in just a second. As a matter of fact, we're going to have Dan come down here right now as we interview our player of the game. But 13 points tonight. Really good performance from you. How were your teammates able to kind of help you get involved and have those 13 points tonight?
Obviously, with Alex being limited tonight as one of our better players, we all knew we had to step up. And then eventually they were feeding me the ball.
I don't know if you know this or not, but defensively in the second half, Edgar didn't score a field goal until 2 seconds left in the game. Tell us about your team's defense and how it's improved over the course of the year.
Every day in practice, Coach preaches defense. That's like our main goal every game is defense, defense, defense. So it's definitely our pride is the defense for us.
You'll need more of it on Friday night as Marathon comes to town. That's a team you got a little bit of revenge maybe to go after on Friday night. What do you guys need to do in practice to get ready for that game on Friday?
And especially we got to prepare for rebounding and more defense as well, because that was probably our worst game of the season. So we got to come out ready to play, because they're probably, other than us and Newman, they're probably the best team in the conference. So.
Okay, got it. All right, your microphone. I'll have you look at the camera. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. I'm Evan Scholl, and I'm in the house, and then we're going to eat some cake. Okay? All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. We'll let the kids go through. All right, 3, 2, 1.
I'm Evan Scholl, and I'm in the house.
All right. Excellent. Now, we're going to bring the cake in here because it's actually Dan. So Dan's on the call tonight. It's Dan's 44th birthday here tonight. Are we going to sing for him? I'm going to do that.
I just want to get your attention real quickly here. We've been grateful to Zaleski Sports, who allows us to watch our games, away games, all the different games, competitors, everything. It's great to have Zaleski Sports in our area showing all these games, football, basketball, volleyball, and the rest. Tonight, one of their workers has a birthday, so we're going to turn this over to Rachel Zaleski.
Yeah, all right.
And she has an announcement to make, and then there's cake for everybody. Rachel?
Thank you. All right, Dan. Thank you so much for being a part of our family here, and we appreciate all your hard work. It's been a wonderful year, and I just want to say happy birthday. So if everybody could help me sing happy birthday to Dan, that would be great. Ready?
A 1, a 2,
3.
they're really bad singers here in Auburndale. I think that much we can all agree to. Okay, cake. All right, Rachel, dish it up. You just come and you take one finger swipe and then lick it, and then you just move right through the line. Yeah. All right, come on, guys, come eat the cake. Come on. I got it. Cut it up, Rach. Cut it up. Go ahead, get in line. Get in line.
The cake will be up. Once again, folks, we have cake. Will be served to you, so please get in line and enjoy Dan's birthday parade. Again, thanks for coming out tonight.